Hey, Bob Coppedge, CEO Simplex IT, Grand Poobah. It's March, and I have no idea what that means anymore because I don't know what months mean anymore between 2020 and 2021. But one thing that is kind of interesting is now we're really starting to see the whole vaccine process really kicking into high gear. And one thing I want to talk about from a personal standpoint is many of you know my wife, Julie, very, very smart, very, very wonderful woman. Not the best in terms of her choices of husbands. She could be doing better. But in any case, she retired last year from her nursing position, but decided to come out of retirement in order to be one of the people who gives out vaccines. And so if you are being poked by a woman who seems to have weird husband syndrome, that could be my wife. Tell her I said howdy. No, I'm very proud. It's great that she's doing that. Totally separate note. We are doing a lot of changes here at Simplex IT as far as marketing goes, really following the whole story brand concept, and the videos is one part of it that we do on LinkedIn, and we're really getting some good traction on those. And we actually had one video that happened in the last week of February that talked about how not to connect with someone on LinkedIn, that we were up to, I think, 7,000 views. And a ton of likes and shares. So, and then the next one will come out and we'll be down to 1,000 views. So you never know. But we really like the engagement that we've been doing and the engagement that we're getting from people. And that's been a cool thing. So cool on that. And actually, on a side note, there will be a video featuring one of my granddaughters. My oldest granddaughter, Kylie, is helping me out on one of the videos. It only took 2 months to talk her into doing that. A couple other things going on. There are some upcoming personnel changes. There'll be at least one new face at Simplex IT in March. And already know the person, and we'll see. Yes, spoiler alert. It's a technician. So we'll have that going on. We just did a webinar last month on calculating the costs and dealing with slow networks. We had about 30 or so people attending that with our partners, Auvik. Thank you for that. You can see that on YouTube. In March, we're going to be doing on the 16th of March, calculating the cost of downtime. We always talk about what's the cost of downtime, whatever. We're actually going to walk you through calculating the cost, and we're going to try to broadcast this one live as well as have it ultimately on YouTube. So keep your eyes and ears open on that one. Predominantly, we'll be pushing it on LinkedIn, probably on Facebook as well. And then on April 14th, now we're getting way ahead of the game, but we're going to have our first panel discussion. There's going to be 4 panelists, both from Datto, who's a big partner of ours, BCDR, RMM tools, blah, blah, blah. Sophos, our primary cybersecurity, and we're trying to get someone from the FBI, and myself. We have a panel discussion on really what is reasonable cybersecurity for a small, medium business. And this is not going to be a really deep down tech dive, but more from the business perspective and how internal IT and IT folks and business folks need to communicate and partner together to figure out what the best cyber strategies are. Not just because of NIST or CMMC or the like, but also just from what's your risk and how well are you communicating your risk within your organization. One of the other things we hope to see by the end of the month is we hope to see a brand new, completely redone website that's going to be talking about both our what we call the pure MSP as well as the COMITs or co-managed MSP offerings that we do, with a very, very different take on it and a lot less detail. Right now, our website is very, very heavy, and we love to talk about ourselves on it, and that's going to be a big change. So a lot of stuff going on in March, and hope everything's going well for you. As always, if there's any way we can help with you or your organization, please let us know. Reach out, and talk to you next month. Bye.